What up, though? Yeah, I'm here with another video. G.I. Joe versus Deep State. Tonight's episode will be Destro and the Baroness are Epstein and Maxwell. One of the things that we overlooked in watching G.I. Joe was the fact that some of this stuff, had already happened, but some of this stuff was, destined to happen at a later date. And or they were just simply energies and descriptions of people for us to look out for is one of the best ways to. When I look at Epstein and Maxwell, they remind me so much of Destro and Baroness, because Destro and Baroness, best they love for each other at different times or whatever, but it was still like, okay, that wasn't his wife. That was his boo thing in Cobra's, army or whatever. You didn't know how deep their connection was, but you knew that they had a deep connection. When you look at Epstein and Maxwell, they wasn't allegedly, girlfriend and boyfriend or husband and wife or whatever, but they had this deep connection and nobody knew what the connection was. So, also when we look at Epstein, we talk about him as Destro. Destro was a procurer. So Destro, his job was to go out and get weapons and different machines and different elements and things that Cobra would need. And Destro pretty much, already had, everything in place or whatever, or he knew where to get whatever it is that they needed and how much that they needed. So Destro's job was always, handling money. And when you look at Epstein, they call him, a financier or whatever. He was supposedly had attached to all of this money, but at the same time, that money wasn't all his and that wasn't all his power. So much like you look at Destro, Destro, Cobra would give them a budget to go and get whatever it was they needed to get. And he managed the budget and they got everything taken care of. So when you really think about Destro's role, he was very, very, very important in this. And that's what makes the fall of Epstein so dangerous and so crazy, because he had a lot of ties to a lot of people. He was a financier, as they put it. He had all of these different business connections. So, yeah, in conclusion, basically, G.I. Joe has hidden codes in it. When you go back and you look at some of these episodes of G.I. Joe and you see like Destro had put together the mass device. It was, what was it? Was that the weather machine? Yeah, it was a weather machine or something. And, he flipped a switch and weather went crazy all over the world. These different things they was warning us about in a cartoon. You'll see a lot of stuff in these cartoons, I'm telling you. Like he the one with Cobra had the Cobra bucks. Like Cobra had his own money, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all really didn't pay attention. You had Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of this stuff, and it's like, where did this stuff really come from? What was it used for? So, in conclusion, G.I. Joe had hidden messages. It had characters that we needed to look out for or be aware of who they were for real. Like they, show you one way on TV, but, when you really look at G.I. Joe was explaining this to children. And it's the greatest propaganda tool ever, because not only did they get the kids involved, but you now got the parents involved, because the parents is, listening to you roll around on the living room floor with your tank and your doom buggy and everything. And you got all of these damn men all over the floor with guns and shit everywhere. She's stepping on stuff, So now your parents are kind of involved because they listening to some of these cartoons and stories with you. And you're not really getting what these people are telling you. You think that this is all entertainment. Well, yeah, this could possibly happen, but yeah, we're years away from them having that kind of technology to do that, right? And that was always the consensus. Being a kid, you just thought that, oh yeah, that's way off in the future. No, it's not way off in the future. They have the capability to do this stuff, and they've been doing it. And so, yes, let's stay tuned for another episode of G.I. Joe versus the Deep State, where we go over some more characters and who they really were. And you will be amazed. So, yes, thanks once again for showing up. I did a video like this a while back. I did Joe Biden as Zartan. He was the man in the mask. If you get a chance, check that out. It's a guy in a rubber mask playing or latex or silicone, whatever damn mask you want to call it. But he's playing Joe Biden. He's doing an excellent job. But it's not Joe. This is all entertainment. It really is. It's really all entertainment.